Hey, what's up guys, we're back with another video with the 340, and today we are going to install a downpipe. Obviously everything is stock, just got the vehicle, but here is the stock one. We're just going to show a how-to video. Basically you got to take off the intake. I'm gonna have him up here and I will be down here. You can honestly just do it with some ramps, shouldn't be too hard, but you got to take off this clamp. And then once we take the stuff from up there, we can just pretty much pull it off. There is a bolt somewhere here actually that you can move this downward a little bit so you have room to take that out.
All right, so first things first, of course, first thing you gotta do, you gotta take off the mass airflow sensor. Just quickly grab a flathead screwdriver, any kind. So just pry it right here. Once you hear that click, you can push it down and pull it off. Next thing you do is take off the hose clamp. Once again, flathead screwdriver. Ooh, this thing is decently tight. And then you'll take off the clamps. I like using a screwdriver because surprisingly BMWs, they're decently tight on it. Pry it off. Should just lift and pull. Boom. Magic.
Not too bad.
Should just literally pull right on off. BMW definitely made these tight. Here's the first one. Here's the second one, and then here's the third one. It just pulls right on off.
All right. And that gives you a lot of room straight to the downpipe.
Yep. Because all you gotta do is take off the.
But obviously then you have the two O2 sensors, which obviously the stock turbo. You do got to take these two off.
Once again, flathead screwdriver, pry it off. Should be able to take it right on. Alright, so as you see, it just takes a little bit of strength and finessing, kind of a little bit of pain. In order to take it off the little brackets that they sit on, just slide it off. You see, with a little bit of strength. So again, just pry out this flathead screwdriver. Push and pull, which these things are hard.
And you could probably just take these.
And you can just pull them right off.
Sit them over here.
You got a little metal bracket that just slide on right here.
Yep.
You just pull it off. That's it. Both sides. This one's got a two actually. All the way back.
Then you got to take off this clamp, and then when we get to the bottom, I'm gonna go take that off, and we'll probably just start a little time lapse of us getting this out.
Bolt, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's all the way down here.
It sits like very right below here.
All you need is a size 13mm socket. You should be able to take it right off. We'll update you guys once we take it off.
Unfortunately, right now, the bolt on the back of the V-band clamp, all the way, let me zoom out, wide angle, all the way back here, just spinning as well. Right now, if you can kind of see in there, when we're cutting the bolt, it seems like a lot of people have this problem with the bolt on the back end spinning all the time, so we're just gonna cut it and replace it. So what we end up having to do is using a Dremel, and basically we had to cut the bolt like on this side, and then we twisted it and started cutting it on this side, and then we used the pry bar to kind of like hold on one side, and it just broke off. Took way longer than it should. Probably on that one bolt part took at least an hour. Look at the difference between these two.
Huge damn difference.
And then obviously VSRF or VRSF. But now the downpipe is out. Gonna get a replacement bolt. So right now we are on the way to the hardware store before they close at 6. Because I forgot while taking off the like the mid pipe bolt on the bottom clamp, it snapped. So I have that with me, and we're just gonna go get a replacement bolt. But it was honestly best to just replace those with something brand new because the old ones were just it was just rusted out and everything was just snapping. So once we get that on, we'll pretty much be done and all good to go. Now I got the replacement bolt on the way back to install this, and then after that we're pretty much done. Honestly, the longest part on this whole install was the V-band clamp bolt. So after a long time of, you know, cutting and breaking this bolt, or however, now we went and got a replacement. Added a little washer on that side to maybe help out with this bolt not being so pivoted in there. But I mean, once it's on, I'm gonna put this at a better angle anyway versus where they originally had it, because it's just horrible. Right now we're gonna go ahead and try to get this back up on there, and I'll probably set up a camera or something, or just get back to it once it's on there. Now we put everything back on. We just push them back onto the hose and then clamp these back on and put that clamp back on. Put this back on, those two back on, and obviously, of course, the new two O2 sensors, and as well as those two bolts like right there. But I appreciate everybody who stuck out to the end of the video on this downpipe install. I know I skipped a couple parts, but the main part that you really got to worry about is that V-clamp bolt, because if it just spins all the way, you're gonna have to cut it most of the time, and then just go by a hardware store and replace it. As simple as that. Putting it back on took little to nothing. It's literally very simple. Hope everybody stay tuned for the build. Until then, peace.